What's up, guys? It's your bro, Rich here again. Today in this, excuse me. Today in this video, I'm back with another Fast and Furious car video for y'all. Today in this video, I'll be talking about the next car, which was featured during the both the plane drop and the bus heist, and both the plane drop and the bus heist scene. Excuse me. Today in this video, I'll be talking to you all about the next car on the list, which is the 1967 Chevy Camaro Z28. So, before I start, make sure you guys all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell, and hit all so that I don't make pretty uploads. Okay, so it's under a minute, so without any further ado, let's begin. So the 1967 Chevy Camaro Z28. So the 1967 Chevy Camaro Z28 from Furious 7. So the 1967 Chevy Camaro Z28 from Furious 7 2015. Here we go. So a 67 Camaro Z28, a major car driven by Tyrese Gibson's character Roman Pierce. Played by Tyrese Gibson in Furious 7 2015. Overviews next, so let's do it. So manufacturers by GM, General Motors, makers obviously Chevy, models of Camaro Z28, and production years from 1967. Model status was unfortunately discontinued, but well, that's how it goes. Body and chassis next. Body style was pretty much customized. Character info is next. The driver is Roman Pierce, played by Tyrese Gibson. The uses for pursuit status, apparently it did say it was damaged, but apparently, well, I mean, it did sustain some damage. I mean, from the rear when the parachute was deployed, and from the front when he bashed into Deckard Shaw's vehicle, which was played by Jason Statham, obviously. So the uses for pursuit status is damaged. The films was Furious 7 2015. Similar cars to that was the Chevy Camaro, like from different Fast and Furious movies. Alright, so a 67 Camaro Z28 is a major car. So a 67 Camaro Z28 is a major car driven by Roman Pierce, played by Tyrese Gibson in Furious 7 2015. Next up, history. Furious 7 2015. So, a reluctant Roman Pierce, played by Tyrese Gibson, obviously, drives the 67 Camaro. Drives the 67 Camaro during the crew's attempt to save the hacker. Ramsey, played by Nathalie Emmanuel, from Mose Chicane's armored convoy, played by Digimon Honsu. I still can't pronounce the name correctly. Unable to reach the convoy. Unable to reach the convoy by conventional means. The cars they planned to use in their pursuit had been airdropped into the Caucasus Mountains in Azerbaijan, but it was technically filmed in Georgia, like I mentioned in the previous video. Terrified of dropping out of the plane with a simple parachute as support, Roman initially remained behind while the others fell on their marks. However, realizing that Roman would back out at the last second, played by Tyrese Gibson, Tej Parker, played by Chris Ludacris Bridges, armed his parachute, and the air outside the plane dragged the Camaro out of the plane. That was a funny thing. For those wondering what I'm drinking, I'm drinking Real Tropical with orange guava, apricot, mango, and passion fruit and sparkling water mixed with real fruit and juice and source of vitamin C. Pretty cool. Okay, so however, realizing that Roman would back out at excuse me, would back out at the last second, Tej armed his parachute in the air outside of the plane, dragged the Camaro out of the plane. It was just the funniest thing in the world. Roman was stranded in the forest with no immediate way of getting back to the others. He was able to aid both Dominic Toretto, played by Vin Diesel, and Ramsey, played by Nathalie Emmanuel, in their attempt to escape Deckard Shaw, played by Jason Statham, when he clips his bumper and forces him down the steep hill away from both Dom and Ramsey. Roman later regroups with the others. Now we got specifications. So there's not much on there, but well, five replicas of the '67 Camaro. Five replicas of the '67 Camaro. So 5 replicas of the '67 Camaro were built by picture car coordinator Dennis McCarthy of the previous Fast and Furious films since Tokyo Drift 2006. So built by Dennis McCarthy, picture car coordinator, and his production crew for Fury 7. According to comingsoon.net, the Camaro Z28 Z28 was heavily modified to handle off-road terrain and equipped with 4x4 tires on a modified 70 Charger. So it's the tires that were used on Dom's off-road Charger. The Camaro has the exact same tires as a Charger. Dennis built, so the last part, and I'll end it there. Dennis built the 67 Camaro replica with a trophy truck chassis wrapped in the Camaro's sheet metal. So Ramsey, played by Nathalie Emmanuel, Moses Chikande, played by Digimon Onsu, Tesh Parker, played by Chris Bridges, Roman, played by Tyrese Gibson, Dominic Toretto, played by Vin Diesel, and Deckard Shaw, played by Jason Statham. So Dennis built the 67 Camaro replica with trophy truck chassis wrapped in the Camaro sheet metal. So basically what they did is they took a standard Camaro body shell and bolted it onto the chassis from a trophy truck. It's just cool. But it's easy to make replicas, you know. Instead of having to use one real one, they made a few more of those replicas like they did in the past Fast and Furious movies. So it was much cheaper, and but still would be usable for stunts and all that kind of stuff. And that's just how they do it, really. Not sure about the 11th one, because they are going to go back to basics, you know, with a similar budget from the first movie, and back to the glorious good old days of street racing. Yes. Some people are happy, others not as pleased with the new Fast and Furious movie, because they think that it's gonna end up as worse, like the 10th installment. That's what like many people would say, are saying, that the new Fast and Furious movie wouldn't be as great as they thought it would be. I mean, when I heard that they're going back to basics, I was like surprised that they're finally going back to street racing. But now, because of the rumors saying that the new 11th installment wouldn't be as good, I don't know. I mean, like, I mean, if you think about it, the franchise has been going on for like 20 plus years, 23, 24 years, and at some point, within like 2027, like early 2027, the new Fast 11 film will be released. That's what I think Louise Leterrier said. I'm not too sure, but during an interview, like on the stage in front of the whole entire audience, Vin was there with Tyrese and Cody Walker, Paul Walker's little brother. May rest in peace. say his young brother, his brother Cody Walker was there. They're on stage, and studio director Louis Leterrier said to Vin if they can have the movie on April 2027. And Vin would, under three conditions only. First is to bring the franchise back to Los Angeles, where it first started in the first place. And the second thing was to return back to street racing, to the car culture where it was really meant to be, where it really belonged, where it was all about cars, not this Mission Impossible bullshit. Sorry, excuse my language, but it's true. I mean, literally, the franchise has gone into like Mission Impossible, Call of Duty, Halo kind of stuff. It literally, it's gone into like a war zone. Literally, Fast and Furious. It's hardly any street racing at all. So thank God they're finally gone back to their old roots of street racing. And the third thing that surprised us all, and it's gonna surprise you all for those who are new to this, the third thing was to reunite both Dominic Toretto and Brian O'Connor. Because, yeah, as y'all mentioned, and y'all know, Brian is finally officially coming back to Fast 11. Now, some people are surprised, others are a little bit struggling with that because literally, there have been teasers of Brian, having returned back to the franchise. I mean, back to with his crew, which is cool. I mean, in the 9th installment, he returned in his Skyline, but we never see Brian in the car. We all know that he did turn up because there was an empty chair there, and indicated that Brian always sat there. So Brian did return, and in Fast 10, or Fast X. They showed a flashback sequence in Rio from 2011 with Brian and Dom as a flashback sequence, but with Dante Reyes into the mix, so mixed into the franchise, played by Jason Momoa. And now we got the 11th one, in which it's indicating that Brian will actually return. Now, I am surprised. I'm happy for that, but I got a little bit of an odd feeling about this, of how they're gonna pull this off. I mean, like, they're gonna find some way to try and bring him back. I mean, Cody Walker might be portraying as Brian O'Connor, but also a mix of CGI might happen. I'm not too sure, but at some point it will happen in the meantime. But for now, got no idea. We just gotta wait till like a couple of years. And then the movie will be released on April 2027. Yeah, but thankfully it's gonna be the last one. Thank God for that, because I mean, I like the franchise, but at the same time, it's getting a bit sick and tired, having to continue it on. But happily they're gonna end the franchise. Hope it's gonna go successful. If it doesn't, I wouldn't even be bothered. But if it does go well, I'm surprised. I'm happy. Okay, so one more thing before I go. As you guys know, you might see the post I just saw. Well, not saw. You might see the post I just published on my channel. Yes, I am going back into the roots of gaming. Now, I know I said I wouldn't do gaming videos at all for my channel, but I thought this time I want to give it a chance. I want to give it a chance to see like what I can accomplish with gaming for my channel. But I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. Okay, so that'll be it. If you guys liked this video, like, subscribe, comment down below. What you guys think? Hit the notification bell, and hit all so you literally don't make brand new uploads. Here we go. Alright, so that'll be it. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So yeah, take care folks, stay safe out there. So yeah, take care folks, stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.